Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. The world must be made safe for democracy. Presidents are selected, not elected. All the ills of democracy can be cured by more democracy. It is the people who control the government, not the government the people. Democracy is the worst form of government except all others. There can be no daily democracy without daily citizenship. I sow, my successor reaps. This is the majesty of democracy. 2 cheers for democracy. 1, because it admits variety, and 2, because it permits criticism. 2 cheers are quite enough. There is no occasion to give 3. Protest beyond the law is not a departure from democracy. It is absolutely essential to it. A man is judged by the company he keeps, and a company is judged by the men it keeps. And the people of democratic nations are judged by the type and caliber of officers they elect. A democracy is nothing more than mob rule, where 51% of the people may take away the rights of the other 49. Democracy is indispensable to socialism. Freedom without obligation is anarchy. Freedom without obligation is democracy. Democracy is based upon the conviction that there are extraordinary possibilities in ordinary people. I like the noise of democracy. That a peasant may become king does not render the kingdom democratic. I believe in democracy because it releases the energies of every human being. Informed by our sad experience of history, we require nothing short of a foundation for lasting democracy. Democracy opens new vistas and opportunities. We should use the opportunities it offers to correct past mistakes, not to blunder anew. The spirit of democracy cannot be imposed from without. It has to come from within. Corruption and hypocrisy ought not to be inevitable products of democracy, as they undoubtedly are today. In true democracy, every man and woman is taught to think for himself or herself. The spirit of democracy cannot be established in the midst of terrorism, whether governmental or popular. There are 2 things which a democratic people will always find very difficult: to begin a war and to end it. The progress of democracy seems irresistible because it is the most uniform, the most ancient, and the most permanent tendency which is to be found in history. Protest beyond the law is not a departure from democracy. It is absolutely essential to it. Perhaps the most important thing I learned was about democracy: that democracy is not our government, our constitution, our legal structure. Too often they are enemies of democracy. Elections determine who is in power, but they do not determine how power is used. Democracy is not being, it is becoming. It is easily lost, but never finally won. Thanks you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel Waves of Quote.